Everyone seems to be doing the mic drop nowadays. Politicians, rappers, comedians, British royalty, and even animated characters. So, is this a fad, or is it a long-standing gesture that only became popular in the past few years? Let's step backwards through history and see where it all came from. By looking at how trending the expression mic drop was on Google, the most recent peak was in May 2016. This was right after Barack Obama gave his final speech at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Obama out.
But this wasn't the first time that the president dropped the mic for an audience. That took place in April 2012 on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. However, his move wasn't as bold as it should be. He basically just let the microphone slide out of his hand and fall to the ground. If he really wanted to do it correctly, he should have followed more closely how Jordan Peele did it just 4 months before on the comedy series Key and Peele. This was almost literally a lesson on how the president should drop the mic.
I'm the leader of the free world.
Before that skit, the mic drop wasn't really seen very often. Bobby Moynihan did it in 2008 on Saturday Night Live, or Dave Chappelle in 2006 on Chappelle's Show, but it didn't really catch on back then. The way it was delivered was too much of a joke and not as in your face as people eventually came to see it. So with this many comedians and actors doing it, you'd think that they're the ones who invented the mic drop, but it actually traces its origins to battle rap of the late 70s and 1980s. The way it seeped out of hip-hop culture and into the mainstream wasn't through music, however. The first mainstream mic drop was done by Eddie Murphy in 1983 during his stand-up show Delirious. For the first time, a huge audience witnessed a mic drop. You might notice two things that are a bit off, however. First of all, it's not the comedian himself who says the final words, and second of all, the way he drops the mic isn't the way we're used to nowadays. For something much closer to the modern mic drop, we have to wait for a scene in 1988's movie Coming to America. Once again, it's Eddie Murphy who takes matters into his own hands, so to speak. One of the characters he embodies is Randy Watson, the lead singer of a soul band called Sexual Chocolate.
Sexual Chocolate!
Arguably, this is the first ever mainstream mic drop as we know it today that's on record. In any case, if this isn't it, credit still has to go to Eddie Murphy for giving us a mic drop 5 years earlier. Thanks, Eddie. Like and share this video if you found it interesting, and click on subscribe to stay tuned for more content like this. Also, let me know in the comments below if you think that there's any other significant moment that should be included in the history of the mic drop. This being said, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.